Hi folks, Rich Pacini from rjpasini-com. Come to you today to just talk about how I set my descriptions up in eBay ads and my policies. And I just want to go over a few brief little things on give you an idea of how I set mine up. As you can see over here, I have a nice little colorful banner. For those who've been buying off me, I'm sure you already know this here, but this is for like the newcomers that come into the site and they never dealt with me before. Just to let them know, what I'm all about. As you can see over here, I put a little picture of myself in here. I put my little symbol here, eBay top rated seller, where they're going to see that anyway when they go to the auction site. And I put over here a little, I always try to do things to help the buyers out. Just give them a heads up. Now I know this is going to be outdated soon, but we still are in December. But anyway, I put over here a little notation: the United States Post Office 2016 Postal Holidays. The reason why I did this here is just to give the buyers a heads up in regards to making purchases prior to Christmas or any holidays, because they may be expecting it, sooner than later, and that's why I figured let me throw this little tidbit of information there to give the buyers a heads up as far as if you're going to order merchandise or items from any of the sellers, not only me, but be prepared, be aware of the holidays. It goes on to the next page, not much over here, but I just want to go over this really quick with you. I mean, I know it can have to be 2 pages, but I want to share this with you. I always start off, hi and welcome to my auction. This week I'm offering the new Logitech, and this is what I just did yesterday. I uploaded the Logitech cordless keyboard, right? I'm not doing this as a promo for it. This was from left over from last night. And then I wrote over here, please note, this item does not come with original packaging or user manual. It uses 4 AA batteries, 2 for the keyboard and 2 for the mouse, and these batteries not included. The reason why I'm going over this is I had situations in the past where people would inquire things of this, would send me emails. Am I getting batteries with it, or am I getting an AC adapter with it? It's all here in the description. Whether if I'm going to include it with it, it's going to be in the description. I'm not getting back to that part again about the buyers not reading the description. Apparently some do and some don't, so that's why I'm getting the questions, and I figured let me just enlighten everybody what's going on here. When you're doing your descriptions and you're for eBay eBay descriptions, put it in bold lettering, put it in red, try to have something that's going to capture their attention, because apparently some people are still inquiring about things like that. I don't mind replying to it. I really don't. But for the people that don't read the whole thing thoroughly, they'll place the order, they'll place a bid, and me not knowing, thinking, oh, well, they read the order, they read the description. I send it out. They'll get it. Then they'll email me later on, maybe a couple days after they get it. Where's the batteries? There's no batteries included. There's no AC adapter included. Please read the description. It's all here in black and white. Well, in this case, it's red. Please read it, okay? Then over here on the bottom, if I'm doing demo videos, I'll put over here, please see the demo video below the description prior to placing any bids. Now, I just sold, today I got a bid for the Sony Dream Machine clock radio. And, when you look in there, after you get a, for sale, that tells you it's been sold, you'll look on there, it'll say, see buyer's notes. So I think, this person's gonna probably tell me to want to cancel the order out, or whatever the case may be, or they had any questions about it, whatever. But anyway, what the buyer wrote is, thanks for the video. So I messaged back. I said, well, you're very welcome, and thank you for making a purchase. I always start off, thanking the buyer about them making a purchase. And I always ask if you are satisfied with the service I provided, please leave a feedback. That's another issue too. A lot of buyers, I have a whole bunch of buyers that didn't leave feedbacks, and I could see it. Leave feedback, leave feedback, leave feedback. I think that's the buyer's responsibility to leave a feedback to the seller, in my personal opinion. I'm sorry, please don't take it offensively if you're a buyer. I think it's only fair. I used to do that. As soon as the buyer made a purchase, I would rush in there and say, excellent buyer, highly recommended, so on and so forth. But I'm not getting no reciprocity. No one's reciprocating. So my rule of thumb is now with that part, when it comes to feedbacks, I let the buyer issue the feedback first, and then I will issue them a referral, whatever, or feedback. But I'm not going to do it the other way around. I'm not going to do it right away. I've been doing that, and I should have been, even though I've been selling on eBay on and off since 1999, considering how much I sell, how little I sell, I should at least be over 1,500-1,600 marks on feedbacks. That's why I should at least have that. And I'm not getting it because no one's leaving feedbacks. But that's the buyer's discretion. eBay doesn't put it in black and white. It's not set in stone that when you buy it, you have to leave a feedback. They don't have to. If they don't want to leave feedback, they don't. But that's fine. But that's how I work. I'm reciprocity. You leave me a feedback, I'll leave you a feedback. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about. I didn't make this video to talk about feedbacks. I just want to share it with you. Then over here, I put over here, thank you for checking out my auction. And on the bottom over here, right below that, I know it's a lot of text sometimes. People might say, well, the reason why I don't read the description, you got too much text in there. But it's good to have it in there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're on a site. What's it going to take you another minute or so just to skim through it? And then I wrote over here, if you have any questions, please email me prior to making any bids, and I will answer them in a timely manner. Thank you for looking. Have a great day. rjpasini.com. So you might say, well, you're putting it twice. Technically, I don't really need to have this one here, but I left it there anyway. And then I put again rjpasini.com. Then the thing is, here's the one I always like to talk about, the feedback. It says, please note before leaving any negative feedbacks, I would ask that you contact me first. Okay? And then I wrote over here, we always will work with our potential buyers and want them to be completely satisfied with their purchase. If for some reason you're not sure the item is being auctioned and need additional information, please don't hesitate to contact us by email before placing any bids. We will always answer your questions at the time. Again, I rehash that same thing. We'll contact you in a timely manner. That's the one thing with the feedback. Okay, this seems to be working. Maybe they do see it. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe they just don't have the time. Maybe they're not going to leave a negative feedback. Maybe they didn't see this at all. Then I have over here return policy. We will issue a full refund on new merchandise if you're not completely satisfied. Now, I know this might have to be changed, folks, because I said issue a full refund on new merchandise. I should say on all merchandise. Okay? But I do offer satisfaction guaranteed. This is going to have to probably be an update on this one here as far as the return policy. But if you're new to buying from me or hitting this YouTube channel, I will be making probably a change to this here that it'll be 100% satisfaction guaranteed on all items, okay, new and used, all right? Because again, it's not fair to the buyer if you buy something, you say, wait a minute, he's only going to refund me on new merchandise, he's not going to refund me on pre-owned merchandise. I'm not buying from that. This might even be turning people off. So that's why I said this I got to change. Sometimes our wording and our descriptions or whatever could hurt us too, hurt our sales, because people look at the people that do read this whole thing, they say, wait a minute, this guy's going to issue a full refund on new merchandise. Should be, will issue a refund on all merchandise. So this has to be changed. Okay, so that's one of my hit punch list on my description. That's got to be changed. The other thing is combined shipments. I had a couple buyers inquiring, do you do combined shipments? Yes, I do. I do combined shipments. It's right here. That's why I wrote the buyer back, and then I'm not upset over it. I wrote the buyer back. I said, yes, I do combined shipments. It's in my description. And it says over here, we will combine shipments on multiple items purchased and shipped using the U.S. Postal Service via first class priority postal post. Well, these are the different services. Via first class, priority, postal post, and medium mail, and it will be shipped accordingly to and use the cheapest, right, method of shipment whenever possible, unless specified by the buyer. And I have orders are delivered by the U.S. Postal Service to all states and territories, including P.O. box addresses. Now, I think they have one where the Postal Service, I think they deliver to 8 P.O. ones. I know those military ones. This one I'm going to have to check into on this one here, including P.O. boxes. I don't know about the APO. I have to look into that there. That one I'm going to have to do a research on that one as well. But then I put over United States Postal Service. I use them pretty much exclusively the U.S. Postal Service for all my deliveries. But I do have over here, as you can see, we also ship using FedEx Ground for all large parcels. And it says, please note, now this is too small. This has to be enlarged. I mean, even for me, it's small. I'm reading it this close. Please note, with FedEx Ground services, we cannot deliver to P.O. boxes. So this has to be updated on that part. Then I put over here, buy with confidence, the little verified member icon. Now, I think to get PayPal verified, I think it cost, back then, I think it was costing me, I think it was $5 or something along the line to be PayPal verified. It's good to have. It's good to have that in your description. And I put the little logo over here, PayPal verified. This is for people who are just coming across my eBay auctions, okay? And you, like I said again, if you just stumbled on this site, the YouTube site channel, this is just to let you know a little about myself, okay? How I operate and how I do things and stuff like that in regards to selling on eBay. I'm an honest seller. I don't pull punches. I do, like I said, if it's the first time coming here, I do demo videos. I do intros and demo and sneak peek videos. So, and I do other videos besides that there. If I feel there's a video or something that needs to be clarified or whatever, or if I have a thought about my eBay experience, I'll put it out there on YouTube. But this one here right now, the reason why I'm doing this one here is just to go a little, heads up on it as far as like my selling policies and how I set my descriptions up on eBay. And then over here, getting back to the business thing here, I have over here PayPal, and it says over here MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Discover, and a bank, if you're going to make payments with bank. I also put in here big letters, smoke-free environment. Okay? Important, folks. People don't want to buy a stuffed animal that's been sitting in a house that's been with cigarette smoke on it. I know I wouldn't have it here in my house. I would throw that thing right out, okay? Or I would send it back to the buyer and say, the seller, and say, listen, this thing smells like it's been in a smoke factory. I don't want it, and I'd send it back. I am not going to buy something that smells of smoke. I'm sorry, that's just me, okay? I'm not a smoker, never did, never will smoke, but I don't want to have a thing that smells like it's been, been around in the smoke room. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important. If you can list that in your descriptions, smoke-free environment. Very, very important to have that, because I'm telling you, a lot of people are not going to buy clothing. If you sell clothing, you're not going to want to have it. You're not going to want to sell clothing. If you're going to sell clothing, make sure you at least have that in there, because that too. I don't know if you've been around cigarette smokers. No offense to cigarette smokers, but if you've been around them, I've had it where I had fresh, clean, nice laundered clothes come out of the laundry, the wash. And I've been around people smoking, and then later on, I had my daughters or family members saying, "You been smoking?" I was like, "No." I go, "Well, I was in a store or I was in an area where there were people smoking. There were quite a few people smoking." "Oh, because you smell like cigarette smoke." I was like, ugh, forget it. I had to take the clothes off and throw it back in the wash. But anyway, very important. Keep that in mind, okay? The other thing I have over here is shipping policy. I have, once your item is paid for, it will be shipped out within 5 business days. Now, I know eBay has set up on their description when you do the layout, ship out in 1 business day, 2 business days. I think I have it ship out in 1 business day. I will, if it's within business hours, I will ship it out that day. You know what I'm saying? Again, and I know eBay wouldn't expect it. If somebody's placing an order on the West Coast, and there's a time differential here, and it's 1 o'clock in the morning here, I don't say on eBay 24/7. I'm on a computer from the time I wake up, which is 6:30 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, right up till 12 o'clock at midnight. I'm on and off, unless I have to run out when I go to thrifting or doing sourcing and stuff like that. Then the computer just stays idle, and I come back and I check it out. I am not constantly fixed to this. I mean, for a good part of the day I am, but there are times I have to run errands. I got to go to the stores or whatever, I do stuff. So I can't stay 24/7 glued to the computer. But I do have it where it says, all items, once they're paid, they'll be shipped out within 5 business days. And again, on mine, I have 1 business day, as long as it's within working hours, business hours, okay? The post office around here closes at 5 o'clock. So if anybody orders anything after 5 o'clock on East Coast time, it'll go out the next day. And I'm sure the people that live on the East Coast will expect that as well, because I'm not like a FedEx or whatever, I have 24-hour service where I'm shipping stuff out. And, if it's small stuff, I will make a delivery they have drop-off boxes. If the package is about this size, it'll fit in a box and I can put it in there. You got a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week drop box. I think you know what I'm talking about. For small packages. Anything big, of course, it's got to go out the next day. So in regards to that, that's got a little funny thing about it. I can't do it in 5 business days, but hopefully it will be shipped out within 5 business days. But my thing says 1, and again, it all has to do with the time frame. Okay. So basically, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. And the tracking service over here, I don't know if I mentioned that there. Orders delivered by USPS. Okay, so here, orders are delivered by the U.S. Postal Service to all states, right? And also, I put in here tracking service. We ship all items with delivery confirmation with your orders. Now, the other thing I want to add to this here, I want to revamp this. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm doing this. I want to revamp this here. Along with that, I want to put signature delivery confirmation, and I just want to go over that really quick. I'm gonna have to add that up there as well. Like I said, I got a few modifications to do with this description. The reason why you want to add delivery confirmation with your with selling certain things is because if you're selling like watches, I'll give you an example. I was selling watches, and I used signature delivery confirmation with it. And the reason why is because a watch box, it's not going to come in a box this big, but it's small, right? And it's most likely it could get lost in the mail. Anything is possible. And I don't want to have, when I sell stuff like that, especially watches, I don't want to have it where when I'm selling something and I know I'm sending it out and a buyer gets it, I never received it. That's a problem. Because now you got to go back and forth, and then you got to check if you sent it out with the delivery tracking. If that's one thing, but that's one way of getting to see if it got to the person. But the other thing is, suppose there's a problem with the delivery tracking. Suppose it never got there. Suppose the post office got lost in the mail, or suppose it does get to the person, but somebody else picked it up. When you're doing stuff like that, folks, I'm not sure how much it is. I got to look it up on the eBay thing because it has signature delivery. You might want to add that in there and pad it into your shipping price when it comes to things of that nature. If they're pricey, semi-pricey, whatever you want, and if they're small, certain things like that, I'm talking small jewelry, watches. If you're sending a big item out, and you might want to add that signature delivery confirmation. That'll protect you because somebody had to sign for it, and if the buyer says, well, I authorized my neighbor to sign for it, and they gave the authorization, and if they say, I never got it, well, who signed for it? Oh, my neighbor did. Okay, well, then that's it. Then you got to talk to your neighbor then, or whatever. I suggest you put that on. I'm not saying do it on all packages. Certain things. If you're selling like expensive electronics, let's say you're selling a laptop and it's going for $500-$600 or whatever you're selling, something like that, I would definitely put signature delivery confirmation on it. For $2-3, whatever it is, it's well worth it. And you tag it onto the price. Oh, and what I do is, I had a thing like that. I let the buyers know ahead of time. I will be adding signature delivery confirmation to it on top of the price. So if you're sending it out priority mail, let's say priority mail is $360, whatever it is, or $260, whatever it is, and then you tap on the delivery confirmation. So it's going to come out to $5-6, whatever. It's a peace of mind, and that when it gets to that person, someone's going to sign for it. And if they say, well, if they have a complaint to eBay, so I never received the item. Well, is the signature delivery confirmation signed? Yeah. Whose signature is that? Okay. Well, then you'll have something to fight on. You know what I'm saying? But just to send stuff like that out, that's why I got to update this too. I'm going to put in this signature delivery confirmation for items over a certain amount of money. That's a good thing to keep in mind. Seriously, because remember, I've been seeing on YouTube about people having packages, even on the news too. People were getting packages, UPS were delivering them to the house. The people might have been home. Somebody's riding by. There should be a big box there. They come by, pick it up, and it's gone. So packages are getting stolen. Okay? I mean, that's not the buyer's fault. You know what I'm saying? Because if the buyer might have stepped out, whatever, or maybe the buyer was working, they're not home all day, whatever. I had one buyer which was really good. He's out in the area, in the New York area, and he emailed me prior to shipping the package out. And he said in there, please do not do not ship it out. I don't want it for Saturday delivery. I don't want it go any other day but Saturday because he wasn't going to be home. I guess maybe he's a full-time person or whatever, or maybe he's retired. That particular day he wasn't going to be home. So I was in kind of a dilemma because ship it out on Friday. So when I printed up the label to ship it out on Friday, it was one day. It came out to be prior to mail one day. So it would have got to his house that same day, the next day, which would be Saturday. So I said, you know what? Can't do it. So I couldn't mail it out Sunday because the post office is closed, right? So I had to wait till Monday. Monday, I shipped it. I went there Monday afternoon. I don't know, probably around 5 o'clock. I just got to the post office before they closed. Do you know he got it the next morning? He got it Tuesday morning, I think 7:05 in the morning, I think he said. I was like, wow. That's why I said it's a good thing. Well, he's lives so many miles out. I mean, I could probably drove it to the guy's house. But I'm just saying, that's why he got it probably quick too. He got it the next day, the next morning at 7:00 or something, or 7:05 in the morning. So that's why, in a case like that there, the buyer gave you a heads up. Okay, he gave me a heads up. He does not want it delivered on Saturday. Any other day but Saturday. Okay, so I followed his rules, and that's what he wanted. But anyway, when you're doing your descriptions, you might want to look into something like that there, Post some stuff up there. You don't have to get too heavy in it. If you don't like, people might say, well, that's a lot of text to read on there. But you know what? Did you ever go to some of these people's auction sites? Did you ever see what they're selling? How long, some of the people have like a lot longer than this, pages, about their policies, about this, that, and the other thing. A lot more, diverse than mine is, okay? And the other thing I just want to share really quick with you guys is, you probably wonder what this thing is here. This is see, print the back over here, face down, whatever, template, right? This is for a packing slip, okay? And what it is you probably wonder what it is. Let me just show you. I print up these sheets. I printed about 10 of these. And I know it's probably a lot of work. It's just like people are going to do this here, and I don't blame them. They don't want to do it. It's up to them. When I go on PayPal, if I can get one of these papers out here. When I go on PayPal, I want to print out the packing slip. So I came up with this little thing here. What I do is, in these little brackets here, I have to do one sheet at a time until I perfect how to do it. And this goes in this way, bottom, face down, and that way. In other words, it's this way, but it goes like that to the printer, through the printer. When it comes out on PayPal, it has the packing slip information there, the address, sold to, blah, 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 so on and so forth, what they bought. And right below it, rather than typing a card, like putting a little business card or whatever there, telling them whatever, thank you, or just as a reminder, hey, to buy from me, I made this little thing up, a little template. I did this on Microsoft Publisher. And it says over here, rjpasini.com, Richard J. Pasini, president and founder. You don't have to be that like that if you don't want to, but, that's me. And then over here, thank you for your purchase. If you were satisfied with the service we provided, please leave us your feedback. Notice, please leave us your feedback. I would like to get a feedback if you like my service, all right? Then I put over here email, rjpasini@verizon.net, my web address, www.rjpasini.com, and my eBay user ID is rjpasini/com. You can see that right there if you can. I don't know if you can see that. My webcam is not that, actually, it's not functioning that good for some reason. Anyway, but that's what I got though, you see? And it's a nice little thing to have, a nice little feature to have in there, And it's all done. It's got your packet slip rather than taking this here. I could, now you might say, well, suppose I just cut it out and just throw it away. You could do that too. But I'm trying to save paper, okay? So what I do is I just print out 10 sheets of these at a time. And when I run it through the printer, it comes out with the PayPal packing slip on with all information. So they're getting this and this. And this is just like a little reminder and a thank you. That, hey, thanks a lot for buying with us. Thank you for your purchase. So it's a nice little thing to add to your, to your site or to your selling point strategy, whatever. If you want to just like thank the buyer for their purchasing of your, your merchandise or your items you're selling. But anyway, I just wanted to go over that stuff really quick with you. I'm not saying, folks, that by doing this here, it's going to, increase your sales. It's going to make you super eBay person, whatever. But, it can't hurt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all use different strategies to, enhance our selling techniques and stuff. And this is not really a selling technique. This is just basically giving a little intro to myself as far as like, how my policies are, and I had to put a description in there. Now, a lot of people ain't going to go to this extreme, and I don't expect you to. But me, when it comes to this eBay business, I take it to the next level. Like I said, right now I'm doing this as a full-time business, and I want to treat it like a business. So it's always good to let people know what you're all about, what you're doing, how you run your business. And I think it doesn't hurt. It's not that much text to read. I mean, it looks a lot like here, but when you're on eBay, you're scrolling down, it probably comes out to maybe a page in here. This is just, that's just the way it looks. You know what I'm saying? So you might want to consider, doing stuff like this if you care to. If not, that's okay too. But I think it looks a lot better than just having a regular description here, right? I think it looks nice and colorful and stuff like that. My Facebook, I have a Facebook group too, Facebook page that has the same thing up here too, the same banner. So I think these banners, I forget where I get them from. I'm not sure if they were from not the fruit sales or whatever. It's free, and you could get the banner. You can make the banner yourself, or you could do it probably with anything anyway. If you could do it with Publisher, you could probably do your own thing. You don't need that particular banner software, but they do have banner software too, if I'm not mistaken. It's just incorporating it in eBay. That's another story too. They're going to be doing something with the mid 2017. They're going to do something. I think they're going to turn off the active content thing. They're going to do away with that or somehow. If that happens, I think I discussed that once before. If that happens, that's going to be a problem for me because I like to do videos. Photos, it's not going to be a problem with the photo, but they're saying something about active content. Now, I don't know. I've been going through a lot of eBay, listings and stuff like that when I do my research. I don't see too many people using video, and for them, it probably doesn't make a difference if they don't use the video. They probably say, well, I don't care about that. It doesn't bother me. But for me, I do a lot of videos. So that's going to be a little problem. And I hope if they are going to do away with that, they revamp it with something else, or maybe they'll use another platform to import or incorporate videos there. I think videos, for me, is very important. I can still do sneak peek videos. I just won't be able to put I won't be able to do my intro videos or demo videos incorporate in my ad. So that's what this is back here. See this here? That's where the picture was going to be. That's where the Logitech picture is going to be for the cordless keyboard. For some reason, it print out in color, but it would have the picture of me there. But that's where the bottom is. It shows it at the bottom of the description. And if they do away with that, that's going to be a problem, folks. But anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. When you're doing your descriptions, if you want to be a little colorful, you want to enhance it, make a little, get a little vibrant and make it look nice for the buyer, give them a reason to want to look at your description. Not to say it's always going to help, but it can't hurt. But I also wanted to share with the potential buyers that come to my YouTube channel, and this is the first time you hit my eBay auction sites. Yes, I do combine shipments. All right, just in case you don't get a chance to read the whole thing, I do combine shipments, and if you buy multiple items, we could work out. We can make save you some nice money on shipping, and that's the other thing too that's coming up, folks. The Postal Service, UPS, and FedEx is gonna. I think it's coming up in January. They're going to be upping their shipping rates, so that's going to be a little problem for sellers. It might hampen sales for a little bit because people are going to say, wow, look at this, look how much it went up. But what are you going to do? It's not the seller's fault. The buyer's got to take in perspective that, this is the company, this is the carriers. They want to ante up their shipping charges. They're going to do it. If you want it, you're going to pay for it. So that's that. But anyway, folks, thanks for stopping by. I hope this information was helpful to you. If you like my channel and you want to subscribe to me, that'd be great. Please subscribe. If you like what I do with these videos, please give it a thumbs up. And the other thing I want to talk about is really quick in closing. I want to do I would like to do, I don't know if it's going to be daily or weekly or like an eBay news roundup at the end of the week or a daily thing. I'm not really sure yet, but I'd like to have like an eBay news type of thing and try to share with you guys out there what's going on in the eBay world. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking of doing something like that. I don't know if it's going to be weekly, daily, whatever, but like an eBay news roundup. If it's going to be a weekly, day, be eBay news roundup, and I'll just be talking about the things that eBay's doing, what's going on. Hopefully, it won't last long. As far as like it won't carry on for minutes on minutes on minutes. I would like to just like a quick flash page. This is what's going on with eBay. This is that, blah blah blah, and that's it. And just get it out there, and that's it, and let it be done. But we'll see how that's going to work out. I'm toying around that idea, and I'm seriously considering on doing it. I think it'll be very informative. I think you guys that are into eBay selling might like it, and why not? Doing something like that is good rather than have a person, even such as myself, coming out there just telling you what I do and stuff like that. I sell this, or even like the sneak peek. It's nice to have a variety. I could understand if people will turn off, my, get unsubscribed to whatever for whatever reason. They might say, well, this gets boring after a while, But that's up to you. That's your choice. If you subscribe to me, that's great. I'd love to have you guys as subscribers. But I think just to spice it up a little. I think the eBay news thing there, I think would be really nice. And it'd be a little sketchy, a little sketchy too. I might do different things with it, not just have like a pay, just like I'm doing now. Maybe I'll like little things in the background, little animation things. Maybe I might have something like a different banner scrolling across there with the eBay news or something. I have a lot of ideas I want to toy around with, but we'll see what goes on. But anyway, thanks again for stopping by and checking it out. I wish you guys all for the 2017, if I don't speak to you soon, I wish everybody for the 2017 new year coming up. I hope that we could all make good sales, our profits will go up, we do good sourcing, and I wish everybody the best, including myself. It's been a little up and down, I'm getting sales, some stuff just became unlisted, it dropped off, and I'm going to leave those off for a while, and then eventually I'll probably relist them again. I want to try to get new stuff coming in. I want to, source new stuff rather than just have the same old stuff over and over again. So we're going to see how that goes. But anyway, thanks again. Talk to you soon, guys. Have a great day, and happy selling. Take care. Now, bye.